3 in 4 women with breast cancer have no family history.
As so many women, like you talked about before, you're not told to get a mammogram until you're 40, and you don't think about it as being a disease that affects young people as much. So just knowing that my mom was so young when she passed and she was healthy and there was no family history besides that, and no reason that we would have thought that she needed to get an early detection, just how much more it is in the news now and how much easier it is to beat than it was when she was diagnosed and she passed away, and just trying to make sure that my situation doesn't happen to people having kids now or to other young children.
So I think that's exactly, that's a perfect segue to talk a little bit about what it is exactly that the Brem Foundation does and why it's going to be so impactful to work with Bozzuto. The Brem Foundation maximizes every woman's chances of finding an early curable breast cancer. And one of our driving forces is that breast cancer is a really well-marketed disease. The pink ribbon is ubiquitous. You'd be hard-pressed to find anybody who doesn't know what it stands for, and yet women are not across the board armed with the information that they need. And that information is, what are their risk factors, what are their screening options, and how can they advocate for themselves to make sure they get that care to find that early curable breast cancer. And so that's what we do. We teach women that the #1 risk factor is being a woman, that 75% of people who are diagnosed with breast cancer actually have no family history, that breast density is a really important risk factor that many people don't know about. And then to understand that screening is not a one-size-fits-all. It's not get your mammogram, check the box, and move on. Screening has to be based on your individual risk factors. Screening has to be based on what makes you at higher risk, lower risk, medium risk, and then to maximize what options we have, what technology we have, to make sure that we're armed with that information.
To learn more, visit bozzutopink.com.